Hey all, welcome back to the archive. Before I jump back into this project, I just wanted to thank Jerry the Jitterbug. He recently gave my channel a shout out on his channel, and I was really touched by that because it was his channel that got me interested in wanting to start conserving comics myself. Me and a bunch of other people. I mean, I don't think there would be a comic book conservation community on YouTube if it weren't for him. He's influenced all of us and showed us that we can do amazing things with these comics as far as bringing them back to their past glory. He also got me into Golden Age comic books by demonstrating that you don't have to spend a fortune on some of these books. For $25, $30, you can grab some Golden Age comics and get into Golden Age books. So anyhow, I just wanted to let him know that really blessed me, and if you're not familiar with this channel, which I'm sure everyone is, please check him out. The Comic Book Community Awards is coming up. They're running the nominations right now for the Comic Book Community Awards, and every year he's for the last few years he's won the Pressing, Cleaning, and Restoration Award. But he does a number of other things as well. Like he goes to comic book shops and does unboxings and things like that. He's actually got a video where he went to Paris and checked out some comic book shops there and picked up some really amazing stuff. There's a Comic Book Community Award that actually awards best tour, I believe it's called. So check out his video, his Paris video, and maybe consider nominating him for best tour video, because I think it's really a worthy contender for that. All right, so let me get back into this book. Last video, we went ahead and leaf cast this cover wrap and then also sized it. It doesn't look perfect, the inside of this cover wrap, but compared to where it was, I think it looks a lot better. So we're gonna go ahead and set this aside for now and go ahead and work on these interior wraps. First thing we need to do is remove this pretty rusted looking staple here, and let's go ahead and do that. All right, this is my centerfold. I'm gonna use my staple tool here. You can get this at Immaculate Comics. A little bit of the center hole for the staple fell out, so I'm going to set this aside and see if I can reattach it. Actually, this probably goes on the cover. Yeah, this is a bit of the cover here. Oh man. I wonder if it's too late to apply it. Might see what I can do with this. Set it aside for now. Here's my staple. And it's not super duper rusty, but it's not clean. So we'll go ahead and throw that into some Evaporust, and we're going to use Evaporust for any of the areas where there might be rust stains on the wraps here. A little bit of water standing on this scarab wrap. So I'm going to go ahead and start washing these then. Okay, same as the cover wrap. I'm doing 2 3-minute aqueous baths with Tritone in the first bath. So I only put in like about 3 drops, or no, about 6 drops of Tritone, so it's not very much. And each bath, I keep the wrap in for about 1:30 and then I flip it. I don't really need to do that, I don't think, but it's just something I do. Okay, I'm not sure if the camera's really picking it up, but the water was pretty brownish with this first rinse. So got a little something out of that wrap. In the meantime, I'm gonna try this. I haven't done this before, but while this wrap is on this paper towel, I'm going to hit up this spot here with some Evaporust. Okay, I think the majority of this rust stain did come out, so I think we're good there. So I'm gonna go ahead with the second bath. All right, it's a little hard to make out again, but the water from the second bath is still got a little bit of color to it, but it's not that bad. So stopping at 2 baths, as I usually do, I don't think I'll get a whole lot more out of the third bath. So, all right, we're good to go for the next wrap. So in order to dry this wrap, I go ahead and just throw it over here to this makeshift cold press. I don't have a big iron press yet. One day maybe, but for now, this does the job just as well. It's pretty much the Jerry the Jitterbug standard, beginner press. So just let that sit for about 15 minutes, and then I'll switch out the paper towels, and then I'll do another 30 minutes, and then switch out the paper towels again, and then do an hour. And by that point, the inner wraps are usually pretty dry. Okay, we had to do a lot of tear seals to this, and it was really filthy. Also think I had a lot of rust on it. So let's see how it came out. I couldn't get all the stains up, but I did my best. I'm sure if I worked it more, I probably could have, like if I put it under blue light treatment and whatnot, but I'm trying to minimize the time I put things under blue light. And generally speaking, the majority of the value is in the cover anyways, not so much on the wraps. So, I mean, I want to get the inner wraps as nice as possible, but I don't want to spend extra time working these wraps if it's not going to benefit them. Yeah, that is not pretty. Missed a rip up there, and it's still looking pretty filthy. Man, I missed a lot of tears. All right, I'm gonna have to go back over this and fix it up. It is not nice looking. All right, let me see if I can do a little work to this, and I'll be right back. Okay, just some more erasing on this wrap, but it's still really filthy. I mean, this is after I've placed this wrap through 2 aqueous baths, and it's still pretty terrible looking. I think I'm gonna do another bath, and then I might see if I can do some spot blue light to some of these stains. And then where I put these tear seals on, I'm gonna take those off. And I have some Tengujo that is closer in color to the wrap, so I'm gonna use that instead, just so it blends better. Because currently, I'm not sure if you can make it on camera, but it really stands out. The back of the wrap is not much better looking. So yeah, I'm gonna do some more work to this wrap, see if I can get it to present better. I don't want to get to a better conserver would probably do some leaf casting to this wrap, but I didn't want to have to get into that with these internal wraps because it's just this one wrap that looks as damaged as this does. So yeah, let me go ahead and wash this, and we'll be back. Okay, let's see if we got this looking any better. Okay, so I wasn't very happy with this wrap. It's a lot cleaner than it was when I started. However, the other wraps are whole, and this one isn't. It's got, it's got a bit missing here, it's got a bit missing here, corner missing here. And I used some Tengujo to kind of hold some of the pieces together and try to firm up the edges. But I don't really like how it looks. And I decided that since I leaf cast the cover, I'm going to also leaf cast this wrap, which means that I had to create a completely new furnish and do a color match and all of that. And I really didn't want to initially, mainly because I don't think CGC is going to knock the grade that much for one inner wrap that is a little banged up when the major damage on the cover is probably going to knock down the grade as is. But I just couldn't deal with the idea that someone in the future would flip through this book and find this wrap as kind of beat up as it is. So I decided to go ahead and create a new furnish, and I think this is the one, yeah. And this is the color I ended up getting, and I think it's I don't know, I'm not sure if you can make that out on the camera here, but it's very close, in my opinion, to the actual wrap. Nearly indistinguishable, so I'm really happy how it came out. By the way, I've been using this nori. Oh, it's amazing. I don't know why I had been using it earlier, but yeah, some of these, I'm not sure if this wrap, you can really tell with this wrap, but I used it on a few different wraps, and it's seamless. You can't really tell it's there at all. So it's great stuff. I can even use it dry on a dry wrap, so I think that's really amazing. So yeah, I really love it. And there's still a place for, I think, methyl cellulose and of course wheat paste, but I'm going to be using this a lot more often. So all right, it's always good to have more tools in the toolbox here. Okay, that's a lot better. Went ahead and leaf cast this, and it's out of the press now, and it just looked a lot better than it did. I tried to leaf cast it on the vacuum table, but because I'm just leaf casting really small areas, it became kind of a mess. So I ended up just spot casting it here on this workbench, and I had a few issues when I was spot casting it even, but I think I got it all fixed up now. And the paper blends really well. It's a little bit lighter, but there's a little bit of discoloration in the page as well. So I think I got about as close of a match as I could. So, all right, great. Well, now we assemble. Okay, I was going to go ahead and try to reattach this piece that had come out of the staple hole. I'm not sure if you guys remember this, but it was attached, or it was behind the actual staple. It was a little piece of the cover that had come off with it. The problem is that it's pretty rust coated. It's that reddish rust that's still on there. I don't think it's an active rust anymore, but I didn't want to add any more rust or excuse for the CGC to get me for rust if I reapplied it to the cover. I still have a little bit of red here on the cover that I've been digging at, but I can't completely get rid of. I'm hoping I won't get dinged for that. So this is not going back on it. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and weave this staple back in. See more rust on it. And I'm gonna have to make a hole where I don't think there was one before, but I think it's the only way I can kind of like stabilize this staple. Yeah. Oh well, here goes nothing. Okay, the book is finally done baking. Let's see what we got here. Oops, turn it around. Couldn't get out all these little creases, but did what we could. There it is. All right, it's not perfect, but I'm really happy with how this came out. This book was tattered when I first grabbed it. You know, it was just completely falling apart, and now you can actually open it and read it, and yeah, there's some things I want to have done differently, but it looks really nice. I don't know if it's still worth the money I paid for it, but it's closer, I think. So it's very clean looking now, and I'm really happy with it, how it came out. I would have liked to have been able to get rid of some of these greasy looking stains, and I have some ideas of how to go about doing that in future scenarios, but you know, it's pretty minimal comparatively. Looks like that staple held. It's in there pretty deep, but it's because it's butting against some leaf cast instead of the actual cover. So I hope I don't get dinged for the staple being in there too deep. But when I put it in pretty loosely, so we'll see. Just hope this stays together. All right, on to the next book.